So if you have not heard yesterday, IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, a website that I frequent a lot and use the feature I'm about to talk about a lot, announced yesterday that on February 20th, they are going to shut down their message board system because they feel it is no longer a place of positive input, and they say that their social media websites are garnering more traffic and more comments there than they are on the message boards. Now, I get it. I get Cold Needham is trying to balance out the positive with the negative, trying to just get rid of all of those negatives, bring in some positive influence. But the thing is the message boards are a very big part of the website. It's what people go to the website for. I go to it for the other stuff too, but I mean, I like interacting with the people on the website, and if you take that freedom away from people, it's just not going to bring them back to the website. Saying that they're going to move it to their social media sites is the fact that you can't really comment on stuff on their social media sites. I mean, look at Twitter. You can only keep that to 140 characters. How is that going to work? Facebook, they don't even post anything about a movie. It's something about, oh, poll for these actors starred in this Oscar movie. 11 Oscar winners that, went unnoticed, and then people comment there. It has nothing to do with the movie. You can't discuss movies the way you can on message boards on Facebook, or especially on Twitter, where you only can limit it to 140 characters, and in that case, if you're discussing it on Twitter, you have to make a bunch of different tweets, and that just gets kind of annoying after a while. I had a question about a movie, something that I watched that really either hit me hard, and I wanted to see if other people felt the same way, or if there was something I didn't understand. I could go to IMDb and go to those message boards and interact with other people. Sure, there were people that are trolls and, people that are just like, oh, hey, this is a post. Look at this. It's a link to the movie on a virus website that'll give your Mac or your PC a virus if you click it because you're illegally downloading this movie and not using your hard-earned money to go see it or buy it on Blu-ray or rent it on iTunes, and I'm just giving it to you for free because I'm a pirate and a spammer. So yes, those people are on the site. There are also trolls on the site as well that, will just, I've seen it especially with the Marvel and DC movies. I'm not gonna pick anybody out, but I mean, that's where it's most frequented, that's where I see it the most, and I just see people be like, this movie sucks. Anybody who likes it sucks. I'm right. You're wrong. This movie sucks. Everybody that was in it sucks. It's for kids. Yeah. I'm awesome. Follow me on Twitter for everything that this movie shouldn't be. I could tell you. Show me your tits. My point being is you can report those people. You can actually send a report to IMDb and be like, hey, this guy shouldn't be on the site, or this guy's harassing me. You can report them. It's just, they did not have good moderators. They needed people who could moderate situations like that and create a positive space and eliminate all the negative shit that was on the boards, and they didn't do a good job of doing that. I don't know how they didn't. They're run by Amazon, so I would assume that would be the case, that you would have really good moderators, but they just didn't. I don't know why, and this is why they're shutting down the message boards. When you really think about it, it's nobody's fault but IMDb's. If you don't know, I film these videos on my laptop on iMovie with the iMovie camera. So my laptop is open, and I took it upon myself to take a screenshot of the message that IMDb sent. I'm going to let you guys see it. You might be able to read it. It's not going to be up there for that long, but I'll basically tell you, put it over the next clip, basically tell you what the message is basically saying. Basically what this message is saying is that IMDb is shutting down its message boards on February 20th, they announced this yesterday. On February 3rd, they did this in advance so that people wouldn't be so frustrated, and it's because of the lack of positive influence and the fact that things have migrated to social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that, and people can check them out on those platforms. The fact is that they're leaving them open for 2 weeks after this announcement, so that if people want to archive their conversations, they can. If they want to keep their friends, stay in contact with friends that they have on IMDb, they can. Um, it's just as a way to eliminate a negative influence. Also going to add some features to their site in 2017, which happens to be this year, that they hope will replace these message boards and, create a more positive environment. There are a couple more angles you could look at this too, and not to get political on anybody, but isn't IMDb taking away these message boards that are a privilege to their users don't have to use, but most of their users do, and that's why they go to the website? Isn't that a violation of the First Amendment in the Bill of Rights of the US Constitution? It's our right to free speech. Think about that for a minute. Is it a violation? It might as well be. Really don't want to go further into that political bullshit realm. Alright, so I'll just leave it at that. Last angle you could take would be this. What if Microsoft announced one day that all Xbox users will not be able to access Xbox Live because they're getting rid of Xbox Live due to a negative environment on Xbox Live, from name calling to trolling to just, people in first-person shooter games camping and cheating? What if Microsoft took away Xbox Live? You know how many gamers would be pissed? Nobody would want to buy an Xbox anymore. The same can be said about Sony. What if they took away PlayStation Network and all you had was like PlayStation games for campaign? Same with Xbox. Campaign games. That's all you could play was campaign. I love campaign on video games. That's why I get video games, and then I do the multiplayer stuff second. I understand that there are a lot of people out there that don't do that, and that is fine. That's their preference. That's my preference. That's their preference. But to take that right away, you would just leave a lot of people furious and pissed off and not wanting to buy any more of your gaming systems, any more of your games, or any more of your accessories because you pissed them off. You're losing customers. I'm not saying this is going to happen with Sony or Microsoft with Xbox and PlayStation. I'm just saying that this is a scenario that what if this happened? It would be the exact same thing that IMDb is doing. They're losing revenue. They're losing customers now. They want to take away message boards that people frequent. That's the main reason why people go to the website. I don't understand that. There's a petition going around right now that a lot of people are signing for IMDb to keep the message boards. And I feel like IMDb's probably not going to listen to anybody, but I feel like once they realize that traffic on their website is going down, they're getting a lot of dislikes on Facebook, people are no longer liking their page and not following them on Twitter, they're going to be like, shit, we messed up. We gotta do something. Get those message boards back! People will come back to the website. They'll be so happy because the message boards are the things, like the device on the website where people love to talk and interact with each other about different types of movies. Questions, you just want to discuss some stuff, you just want to be like, hey, I really like this movie, and then people can be like, oh, I really liked it too, or I didn't like it. There are those trolls that are going to be like, it sucks, but you have to do a better job of moderating those. I don't see why IMDb can't do this. This is something that's a big feature on their website, and they're just going to get rid of it. That's kind of low. I feel like that's a very low blow. And with only 2 weeks, you could have, if you're going to do it, you could have been like, oh, yeah, there's like a 6-month grace period. I could have lived with that, I think. It's 2 weeks. I'll give them credit where credit's due. At least they didn't delete them right when they announced them. They're like, yeah, you have 2 weeks to gather the information, friends, and archive conversations if you want. But yeah, we're still getting rid of them. But even then, it's just, no, why? That is your biggest feature. That is why people go to the website. I signed that petition. I hope everybody else does. They're probably not going to listen to us, but I feel like once they realize that traffic on their website is going down, they're going to be like, yeah, we got to bring those back. It's not working. Really do not see how they think that by migrating to social media that's going to be any better, because there are still trolls on social media. Nobody agrees with each other on social media. Look at all the political bullshit that's posted on social media. Look at all the music bullshit that's posted on social media. Look at it, everything. Look at the entire environment of social media. That's also filled with trolls. So I don't know how they think that this is better, especially when not a lot of people that are their users probably don't have a social media account. Not everybody does. Some of these users might have just had an IMDb account and not a social media account because they could care less. Yeah, they got to rethink this. At least I think they do. And like I said, I signed that petition. I hope everybody does. I hope they listen to us. I highly doubt they will, but those are my points about IMDb shutting down their message boards. You can check out our other videos. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, and go insane with the Mad Guys.